Hello everybody, welcome again to the lecture series on signals and systems. In the previous class we have discussed about the linear system and non-linear system, and in this class we are going to see about the time invariant systems and time variant systems. So as the name suggests, here we can able to tell the relationship between input and output is not varying with respect to time. Then we can tell that is a time invariant system. Okay, so what is meant by input output relation is not varying with respect to time. So here one system is there, input is x of t, output is y of t. Some relation we will give, for example output y of t is x square of t, or it is equal to x of minus t, our output is equal to 3 into x of t plus 5. Like this, some relationship is there in between input and output. This is one system, this is another system, this is another system. Some relationship is there in between output and input and output. Now one system we are taking. At t is equal to t1, the relationship in between input and output is given by like this. That means at t is equal to t1, if you provide the input x of t, output is the square of the x of t. Now if t is equal to t2, after certain amount of time you are giving the input x of t again. So at t is equal to t2 also, if it can able to provide the square of the input only, then we can able to tell that particular system is a time invariant. That means with respect to time it is not changing that relationship in between input and output. With respect to time it is producing always the same relationship only. Okay, so at t is equal to t1 it is giving as x square of t. At t is equal to t2 also it providing x square of t only, if you provide x of t as the input. So in between the input and output the relationship is not changing. Okay, for example at t is equal to t1 it is giving the squaring as the squaring of the input as the output, and at t is equal to t2 it is providing x of minus t. The same system is providing another relationship, means it is not a time invariant system, it is called a time variant system. So what I mean to tell is, even though time is changing, that means now we are giving one input signal, it is producing one output signal. After 10 minutes, after 1 hour also, if we give the same input, it should produce the same output. So with respect to time, the input output relationship should not be changed. But after 10 minutes means the delayed version can come. Okay, because input now I have given, now only I will get some output. After 10 minutes, if I give the same input what I have given previously, if I get the same output with a delay, then I can able to tell that is a time invariant system. Main is the input output relationship has not been changed, it should not be affected. Okay, so now we will check for this one. Okay, y of t is equal to x of t square. Here what is the relation? X of t square is there. So for t square is there, so whatever the timings we are taking for that time has to be squared. Okay, so generally what is the procedure means, in order to verify that whether the given system is time invariant or not, is this is the procedure. X of t is the input, y of t is the output. Now we need to check in two ways. One is a delayed input, second one is delayed output. These two things we have to check. By giving the delayed input, whatever the output we are getting. For example, this is y1 of t. Next, delayed output is represented with, for example, y2 of t. These two must be same. Then we can tell that is a time invariant system. So for this relationship, how to get means, for example, delayed output I want to do. Delayed output or delayed input. So delayed output means x of t minus t naught. Output due to delayed input. How to get this one? This one can be obtained. Delayed input means x of t minus t naught. These two things we have to verify. If these two are equal, then we can say that is the time invariant system. So instead of doing this problem directly, one easy problem we will do, then we can able to come to this problem. So easy problem is this one. Y of t is equal to t into x of t. Now I am calculating the delayed output. Delayed output means y of t minus t naught we have to calculate. Wherever t is there, you replace with the t minus t naught, then we can tell that is the delayed output. So in this expression here t is there, t minus t naught, x of t minus t naught. Now we are getting the output due to delayed input. Delayed input. So that output I am representing with y of t only. You see this relation. T, this is the input. So input has to be delayed means we know how to write that one. X of t minus t naught. Okay. These two things you need to write for all the problems related to this time invariance. Delayed output. This is a given input output relationship. Like this one equation will be given to you. Y of t is equal to some operation will be there on the x of t. In this problem, x of t is multiplied with t. So delayed output means take the input, take the equation what they have given. In that, just replace all the t's with t minus t naught. Okay. So here t is there, t minus t naught, t is available, t minus t naught, t is available, t minus t naught. That means total output has been delayed. That's why that is called a delayed output. Next one, we need to find the output due to the delayed input. Input is delayed and we need to check the output. Okay, input is delayed, due to that input what is the output, that we need to tell. So output input relation is already there. So in that relation just input has to be delayed. That means x of t is the actual signal. Its delayed version is generally represented with x of t minus t naught. That's what we have performed here. So just this t into, this is the place for the input, only this has to be delayed, that is x of t minus t naught. Okay, so if these two outputs are equal, then we can tell that particular system is not changing with respect to time. Okay, but here t minus t naught into x of t minus t naught, here t into x of t minus t naught. So these two are different. That's why the given system is time varying system. Time varying system. Okay, now if you see this one, here the delayed in this problem y of t is equal to x of t square. In this the delayed output is given by y of t minus t naught is equal to x of t minus t naught whole square. So see carefully, t square is there. I need to replace t with t minus t naught. So t is replaced with t minus t naught and then square. Next, output due to delayed input. It is equal to y of t is equal to x of t square minus t naught. Like this we will write. So these two are not equal. So I can say it is also time varying system only. Now if you see this one, I am writing delayed output. T should be replaced with the t minus t naught. Wherever t is there, that should be replaced with the t minus t naught. Now we are writing output due to delayed input. Now only input has to be delayed. Wherever input is there, that has to be delayed. Like this we will get. Now this is the delayed output and this is the output due to delayed input. These two are same. If you see the expressions, 3 times of x of t minus t naught plus 5. This is also 3 times of x of t minus t naught plus 5. So because these two are same, it is time invariant system. Okay, now y of t is equal to x square of t. So here delayed output can be obtained by replacing t with t minus t naught in the given expression. Next, output due to delayed input. Y of t is equal to x of t minus t naught square. Okay, so here also these two are same. That's why the given system is time invariant system. Next, here y of t is equal to log of x of t. This is the given system relation. So delayed output is obtained just by replacing t with the t minus t naught. Next, output due to delayed input is obtained by replacing input with the delayed input, that is x of t minus t naught. If you see the expressions, these two are same, so it is a time invariant system. Next, y of t is equal to e power x of t. This is the relationship between input and output. Now in this case, delayed output is given by y of t minus t naught is equal to e power x of t minus t naught. Output due to delayed input is given by y of t is equal to e power, here input is there, input has to be delayed, x of t minus t naught. So here also these two are same, so given system is time invariant system. Next, y of t is equal to t into x of t. Delayed output is nothing but t should be replaced with the t minus t naught. T minus t naught. Next, output due to delayed input can be obtained just by delaying the input. So in this case, these two are not same. So it is time varying system. With respect to time, the output is changing. So here delayed output is given by y of t minus t naught is equal to sin of t minus t naught into x of t minus t naught. Next, output due to delayed input is given by y of t is equal to sin t will be like that only, because only input has to be delayed, x of t minus t naught. So these two are not same. That's why it is the time varying system. Next, y of t is equal to real part of x of t. Here t is there, here also t is there. So here I will tell one shortcut, listen carefully. Y of t is equal to t into x of t. Y of t is equal to 3 into x of t. Y of t is equal to x of t square. Y of t is equal to x of minus t. Y of t is equal to e power x of t. These things we have seen. Just observe this one. I will tell the answer directly. This is time variant. This is time invariant. This is time variant. This is time variant. This is time invariant. How I am telling means we are checking for the time invariance. Okay, time is varying or not, that one we have to see. The relationship between input and output is varying with respect to time or not, that we need to see. So if you see this relationship, here extra time is there. Instead of having the x of t outside the bracket or inside the bracket, if you have t term, then that is the time invariance. With respect to time, that quantity will be varying, so total relationship will be varying with respect to time. Then that will become time varying. If you check also, you will get same thing. But in this case, here input position is there, and within this one or out of this one, no other t term is there. So we can tell it is a time invariance. Here t square is there. Instead of t square is there. That's why it is time varying. In place of t, here minus t is there, so it is also time varying. So here this is the input position, only x of t is there, that's why it is time invariance. So here also x of t is there, so simply we can tell it is the time invariance only. Okay, it is the time invariance only. Now in the similar manner you try to check about this one. Okay, then this one already I told. Here t square is there, so it is time variance. Here minus t is there in place of x of t. Here minus t is there, that means here also we get time variance only. And these are the assignment questions we perform here. Already if I give these two, you take here t cube and here minus t square. Okay, thank you.